Hey everybody. Number 115 in the Criterion collection is Rififi, directed by Jules Dassin from France from 1955. This is another heist movie. We had one just a couple of movies ago with Big Deal on Madonna Street. This one is not a heist comedy. It is a straight heist. The criminals are actually good at their jobs. They are successful at what they do. This movie was actually excellent. I really liked this. It is mostly the heist, discovering the heist, setting up the heist, executing the heist, and then the fallout after the heist. I mean, that's the movie. That's the structure. Um, but I want to talk for a minute about the actual heist scene itself because I think it is the high point of this film, and it got it banned in several countries because of how good it is. Um, so they are breaking into a jewelry shop, and there are scenes that are not the scene I want to talk about yet, but there are multiple scenes as they're figuring out how they're going to break into this really well secured jewelry shop. Now it's 1955, so it's not computer hardware, but there is an alarm system, and we see them scouting it to find out what kind of alarm system it is. Then they buy a copy for themselves, and then they experiment with it to see what they can and can't get away with. And it's all very clever. It's very professional. It looks good. When it comes to the heist itself, one of the things this alarm system is sensitive to is sounds. So they decide to come in through the ceiling of the jewelry shop, but they have to do it quietly so as not to set off the alarm. And so they practice with how quiet they can be, and throughout the entire heist, not a word of dialogue is spoken. Right? They just execute it like a well-oiled machine because they don't want to make any additional sound. And then, like, one of the cool things is as they're very laboriously working on this hole in the floor that they can go through without making too much noise, as soon as they make it like this big, they tie an umbrella to a string, lower the umbrella down, open it inside the hole so that as they're working, the debris falls into the open umbrella. And then they kind of pull it up so somebody can reach in and pull out chunks. Um, it's so very cool. And it's all done silently. It's the intensity is there. Are they going to get discovered? Are they going to get caught? Is somebody going to make a mistake? Because we know how sensitive this alarm is because of the scenes where we experimented with it. And apparently, I'm not the only one who thought this heist scene was really good. Because certain countries saw it as basically a definitive blueprint for how to commit a crime like this. And in some countries where this aired, they did see, I think it was Mexico, saw a series of robberies basically mimicking this film. And so several countries banned the movie or required the heist scene itself to be cut out of the film for it to be aired, which is wild. It very good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Not a lot of comedy in this one, but it's a really well executed heist movie. I don't have much else to say about it, and I'm not going to ramble on for no reason. So, our next film, number 116, will be The Hidden Fortress, directed by our buddy Akira Kurosawa from Japan from 1958. Should you see Rififi? Yes, it's really good. It's just good. Oh, I did mean to say there is one scene that I did find uncomfortable. So, warning: the main character, the leader of the gang, had been sent away to prison for a while, had gotten out. While he was in, his girlfriend hooked up with another guy. So he comes back. She comes to his apartment when he demands her to. He has her stripped down naked and beats her with a belt. Now, the nudity and the beating happen off camera. We're seeing through a door frame and they go past the door frame. So we're just looking at a sliver of the room that is empty and we hear the beating. It's still uncomfortable when that's one of our protagonists that we're supposed to be supporting. And supposedly the director actually had a real issue with that too, which is why he did it off camera. This is based off of a book. So I guess he wanted to be true to the book, even the parts he found distasteful, and he kind of straddled the line by having it happen out of sight but not out of earshot. So I think this movie is excellent. I don't like that scene because it's weird enough when you're rooting for a criminal, because our main characters are criminals. They are stealing stuff that doesn't belong for them, not for any righteous reason, just because they want money. Right? But we kind of are used to that a little bit in films. You know, we support whoever the characters are. This just as easily could have been a movie about the law enforcement trying to catch these criminals, and then we'd be rooting against the criminals. It's kind of interesting how that works. But it is a little harder to root for the guy who beats his ex-girlfriend for leaving him when he gets knocked up in prison. So, just a little bit of, I guess, a trigger warning that happens, but it's a short sequence. It does matter for the plot later on significantly, and you don't actually see anything. So, there's my disclaimer. Anyway, I will see you guys next time for The Hidden Fortress.